And good morning, sports fans. It's the coach, Karl DeMasi. Another Saturday morning, it's the Karl DeMasi Sports Report live from Coach's Corner inside because it's breakfast with the coach or the coaches. That's right. I'm inside Coach's Corner every Saturday morning from 8 to 10:30. We got breakfast. And I'm not joking you. We got breakfast. Okay, let's start the show off with a little country ham, country steak, a little let me get this higher because my camera's a little higher today. Okay, there's the 2 eggs over easy with the home fries. Okay, there's the, don't spill the sauce. Okay, there's the biscuit right here. Here's the biscuit. You got to love it. Got the biscuit right here. So we got breakfast at Coach's for the Karl DeMasi Sports Report, but not for the Karl DeMasi Sports Report. Remember, every Tuesday through Friday, 7 o'clock to 10:30, you can get breakfast. Then on Saturdays, it's 8 to 10:30. John Henderson brought over the crew from Larry's Restaurant. They're here now. People are in here eating breakfast. Here's my cup of coffee for everybody. Cup of coffee. All right, I got to learn to look at the camera because the camera now is up higher than my computer, and I'm looking at my computer. I'm looking at myself. I don't know why, but once again, it's a great show. Karl DeMasi Sports Report, presented by Coach's Corner. It's usually out in the Sound Garden. That's right, Sound Garden. Tonight, we got the Chicago Authority tribute band to Chicago, 25-6-4. I'm not going to sing it, but Chicago was always one of my favorites growing up. So once again, check it out. Got a great lineup for you. Once again, we got 5 sections or five quarters, as I like to call it. First quarter, talk about local news, local sports. Second quarter, we're going to talk to, I got to get this guy's name right. Gutter. Oh, let me find my notes here, okay? All right, so we're going to talk to the Forest City Gun Club coach. Okay, they won their junior Scholastic Clay Target team. They won their second back-to-back national title. We're going to talk to Zach Gutierrez, okay? Zach Gutierrez. I got to get it right. I've been practicing all night. You know, you come on the radio, you come on the internet, you should know your guest names. And I'm telling you, it's been a tongue twister for me. But Zach Gutierrez will be on at 9:15, talking about the First City Gun Club Junior National Champion Clay Sporting Shoot Team. And they're all over from the schools, okay? He'll give us a rundown on that. Then the third quarter, we'll do our Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete of the Week from Benedictine Military School from the Savannah Junior Golf Association. This young man had a great summer, won 4 events, won the Savannah City Amateur over at Bacon Park, okay? And he also just won the Matt Warren End of the Year tournament. Savannah Junior Golf, we're talking to Nick Scarano. He's a rising junior. I mean, the kid's phenomenal. And then in the last quarter, okay, not the last quarter, but the fourth quarter, I said we play 5. In the fourth quarter, we'll talk to the voice of Georgia high school football now, good friend of mine, Georgia Public Broadcasting, television journalist, the guru of everything. He's an author, just released a new book. You gotta listen to this interview, John Nelson. He's also called the Cute Sports Guy on his Twitter handle. So we got to check it out. And then, of course, the fifth quarter, okay, we'll go overtime. I'm going to take 3 videos that I've picked out from the week, watching all the videos on Twitter, on YouTube, and it's about local athletes, local happenings. You're going to love it, so stay tuned, okay? So once again, let me get this straight. Got to thank everybody for joining us. Okay, we take 3 steps in the door. We break it down to local sports with high school, then college sports, and then the local sports, okay, or professional sports. All right, so let's go with in the door. Savannah Bananas lost a tough one last night. It was wild. They lost 9-8 up in Lexington County to the Blowfish. They'll come back tonight and take on the Lexington County Blowfish at Grayson Stadium. Just a little note, Bryson Bloomers, that's right, that's his name, Bryson Bloomers, hit 2 home runs last night. He hit one in the top of the 9th to give the Bananas a 8-7 lead. But what happens? The Lexington Blowfish come back and score 2 in the bottom 9th. Bananas lose 9-8. Great game, wild. Biko Scala, you're not probably watching this. You're probably fast asleep because you got home late last night. The internet broadcast entertainer for the Bananas climbing on a table when Bryson Bloomers hit that home run. You got to check it out. It was exciting, okay? But they're still guaranteed August 1st playoff game. They have 1 game up in the second half to finish first in the second half. Let's see what happens. Tonight, sold out. Every game is sold out. I try to purchase tickets for the playoff game. Sold out August 1st, okay? And there's something special that the Bananas are doing with their players, which you're going to see in one of the videos that I show in the fifth quarter, okay, or overtime. We'll call it overtime. 4 quarters plus overtime. All right. Let's go local high school, like I told you, or local youth sports, local prep sports. Hey, do me a favor. Check out the prepsportsreport.com website. Got to give a lot of credit to Travis Jadon, but most of all to Stephen Weeks. We do a great job doing this website. It's all about prep sports. And you know what? Back-to-back titles. This is the only place you're going to see this story, unless you go to the Forest City Gun Club website. Okay, the Forest City Gun Club Juniors repeat as national champions for the Scholastic Clay Target Program division. I mean, it's unbelievable. Back-to-back titles. We're going to get the rundown. Who did what? Who won what? They were losing going into the second day. Yeah, they were down, I think, 9 targets or 9 birds. I know Zach Gutierrez will tell us what that's all about, okay, in the next segment. Summer golf all over the place, all over it. Reed Lotter, rising senior, Savannah Country Day, just won the American Junior Golf Association event at Deer Creek, the Sam Burns tournament. He's guaranteed to play in the Club Car Championship back in the landings when it comes back here in April or May. I mean, the kid's going to be phenomenal. Reed Lauder, remember that name, okay? He holds the course record at Deer Creek, and he's a rising senior, okay? Also, Kate Barber, rising freshman. I think it's going to be at St. Vincent's in the girls' division. She finished 7th, and she finished 2nd. And Mary Miller, a rising sophomore at Savannah Christian, finished 7th, okay? Deer Creek, the Sam Burns Classic. You got to love it. Savannah Junior Golf. Matt Warren, end of the season tournament. Okay. Went to my man, Nicholas Scarano from Benedictine, and Abby Cheney from South Effingham. Both trailed after the first day. Both came back and won the event. The Matt Warren is the end of the Savannah Junior Golf Association Championship. But Mr. Scarano won 4 events this summer. Let's go to the younger kids. Okay. Dollander and Weeks win the younger group, okay? In the boys 13-14 age group, Hal Dollander made a birdie on the last hole to win the tournament, okay, over Richmond Hill's Matthew Reynolds. And in the boys 10-12, Jack Weeks carded the only under par round in the tournament with a 1 under 71 in the first round. Then hung on to win despite up and down in the second round, all right? So junior golf all over the place. Step 2, college sports, all right? Big news out of Savannah State. The women's golf team has been approved to play in the Peach Belt Conference, and it will start right away. Savannah State Women's Golf joined the Peach Belt Conference. The Peach Belt Conference Board of Directors were pleased to announce the addition of Savannah State University's women's golf team as an associate member for this season, for next season to participate. Let me take that back. They're going to participate this fall in the 21 fall season, and then they're going to participate in 2022 in the spring season. The Tigers in the Peach Belt Conference in golf. Savannah State football, hey, we're only a week away when they open up next week. It's still not an official week to open up practice. They'll start August 5th, okay? Savannah State camps are over. They had great camps, great turnouts. I think like 250 kids showed up for those camps. They offered local scholarships, okay? They're also doing a charity golf event this Friday, okay? Help them out. It's $100 a player, $400 a foursome. It's to support the football program. Things they don't get through the school, they need the money, okay? So it's this Friday, the first annual Tiger Invitational Golf Tournament at Crosswinds Golf Course. Go to tfasavannah.com to register. TFA, Tiger Football Association, okay, to sign up. Let's help them out. Next, what can I tell you? It was media day all over the place last week. Georgia Southern, Georgia Tech. They all open up the first week of August, and then everything starts at the end of August with games. Media day all week. Georgia Southern, Georgia Tech, all had their media days, so check it out. Step 3, professionals. We're right on time here. Atlanta Braves. I've been saying it all along. Inconsistent. They win one night, they lose the next night. They win 2 in a row, they lose 2 in a row. I don't know what to tell you, but I'm rooting for the Braves to make the wild card. I know they're only 5 out behind the Mets. They're 1 out now behind the Phillies. They're on a 9-game road trip. They'll play a doubleheader against the Mets. They'll go 4 against the Phillies, 5 against the Mets. They got to start winning. This is make or break it right here. They got to get closer. They got to put together a winning streak. We'll see what happens. All right, they lost last night, 7-2. They're 47-49. They still haven't reached the 500 mark. They're in third place. They'll go today against the Phillies. Drew Smiley takes the hill, 7-3. He's been the most consistent pitcher so far. Max Fried got hit up last night. We'll see what happens. The Atlanta Falcons open up spring training. We're talking baseball. The Atlanta Falcons open up preseason camp July 27th. They'll have joint training camp with the Miami Dolphins before the team's preseason game in Miami on August 21st. The Falcons' first preseason game against the Tennessee Titans. Who's on the Tennessee Titans? Julio Jones. All right, so pro golf. Brian Harmon had the week off. He's ranked 33rd in the world. He's ranked 33rd on the FedEx Cup. He's 44th in the world. 5 top 10 finishes this year. He's off this week. PGA Championship, Gene Sowers at the U.S. Senior Open, which he won in 2016. I got to get used to looking at the camera, not at the laptop again. All right, he finished tied for 17th, 3 over last week at the U.S. Senior Open. Semi-pro soccer, Savannah Spirit, season's over. They finished 1-2-2. They made their first playoffs ever. All right, Savannah Clovers lost last week 4-0. I don't know if they go on to play anymore. I got to find out from the Savannah Clovers. They lost 4-0 to the Chattanooga Football Club out of Chattanooga. It's the National Independent Soccer Association Cup. We'll find out. Okay, free football camp next weekend. Anthony, the hard worker linear III from Jenkins High School. Now he's up with the Saskatchewan Roughriders. He's getting a tryout there. Does he make that Canadian football team? I don't know, but watch the video. I'll show you something about Anthony at the end of the show. But he's having a free football camp, free admission. First 125 to sign up. Get in at Davin Park next week, 8:30 to 12, ages 6 to 14. Check it out. I've got it all over the internet. I got it on my website. Anthony, the hard worker linear III. He's having a free football camp next week, Davin Park. Check it out. There is also another free event going on with the Chatham County Sheriff's Office and the Factory, run by Robert DeLoach Sr. himself. I will get the information on it. It's today from 11 to 4. I will get the information for you before the show's over. Another great group, giving back to the community, giving back to the kids. I'll check it out. The Chatham County Sheriff's Books and Balls, or Books and Free event. I'll check it out. I didn't write it down. I wanted to write it down, but I forgot to write it down. So, but anyway, you're watching the Karl DeMasi Sports Report right here from Coach's Corner. It's breakfast at Coach's, and I'm not lying. There it is. The home fries, the over easy eggs, and for my friend Chad Griffin, the country ham or country steak. I don't know what you call it. Someone tell me what you call it. Okay. But it's all right here. Breakfast at Coach's every Saturday morning with the coach on the Coach's Corner Sports Network. Up next, the Forest City Gun Club Junior National Championship coach, Zach Gutierrez, will be on to tell us how those young Scholastic clay shooting athletes won their second national championship back-to-back, bringing it home right here to Savannah, Georgia. Forest City Gun Club over there by Bethesda Academy. You got to check it out. Stay tuned. We'll be back in 3 minutes after I got to thank everybody who lets
all-time best Coach's Corner in Thunderbolt. Coach's Corner has been voted the best in Savannah for 20 years running, and it's no wonder why. Sports, live music, delicious and generous portions of pub food, all for our fans. No matter what the season, there's always a reason to check out Coach's Corner. It's always game time at Coach's Corner. Pick your favorite sport, pick your favorite team, and pick a TV, and Coach's Corner is your place. Coach's Corner is always open for lunch, dinner, and now breakfast, Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 10:30. But remember, Coach's Corner still has takeout service. John Harrison and Coach's Corner crew has smoked Boston butts, ribs, and chicken on the grill. You can place your order by calling Coach's Corner at 912-352-2933. That's 912-352-2933. As always, make it a night to remember at Coach's Corner.
At Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world. Your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary, it is so good to say we are one school with one mission and one vision: faith, academics, excellence, and building champions through Christ. Calvary Day School would consider it a privilege to meet with your family personally. Call Philip Lee, Director of Admissions at 351-2299. That's 351-2299.
For over half a century, when it comes to uniforms, sporting goods, or trophies, Thompson's got you covered. From cleats to caps and best prices on the biggest brands, Under Armour, Adidas, and more. From baseball to soccer, volleyball to softball, and yes, football too. Every season starts at Thompson Sports Shop. Come cut and get equipped at Thompson Sports Shop's new location, 6606 Abercorn Street, Suite 102 in Savannah. Open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and seasonal on Saturdays. At locally owned Thompson Sporting Goods and Trophies, come see where everyone is.
Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic. Your back hurts, another body part hurts all the time. It makes you mad. The pain drives you crazy. You just want to pick something up and throw it across the room? If you can. At the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic, you get complete chiropractic care and pain relief to help you move better, have a less painful life, and of course, achieve a healthier lifestyle. The Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic is now located at 2 locations in Savannah, Georgia, at 329 Eisenhower Drive, and in Pooler at 114 Canal Street, Suite 603. So visit Dr. Bart Wetherington at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic for all your chiropractic
Yo, you
needs.
still want some real New York deli and Italian food? Bada bing, bada boom. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering is open at 7630 Skidaway Road in Savannah, Georgia during this social distancing problem. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering will take calls for pickup at 912-354-2914. That's 912-354-2914 on the phone. Kabish. If you want Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering goods delivered, go to savtakeout.com, savtakeout.com to place the order. Remember, Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering, we ain't New York style, we are New York. And welcome back, sports fans. It's the Coach Karl DeMasi right here live at Coach's Corner. It's the Karl DeMasi Sports Report every Saturday morning live from Coach's Corner. Remember, every Saturday from 8 to 10:30, we have breakfast at Coach's. And I'm not lying to you. I haven't started eating it yet because I'm trying to run the show, look at the camera, take care of technical difficulties. And that's what's going on right now with my next guest, which I'll tell you in a second. But here's a little home fries, over easy eggs, a little country ham steak. I think that's what you call it. Okay, you remember I'm a New Yorker. You know, I had the shrimp and grits last week. It was delicious. Of course, got to have my cup of coffee right here. Cheers. So we're live right here at Coach's Corner. And remember, the Karl DeMasi Sports Report is all part of the Coach's Corner Sports Network. I got to keep talking to myself. Look at the camera, Coach. I'm used to looking at my laptop. First time I'm using an external camera here. So there's 5 shows. Of course, Wednesday nights, Rubbin' and Grubbin', 6 to 7 o'clock with Brandon Bain, the Atlanta man, talking all NASCAR, all race car information, all race car news that you want to talk about. Okay, then I come back on Saturday mornings, the Karl DeMasi Sports Report, from 9 to whenever. Then we do have a third show on the internet, on Facebook or on YouTube. It's called The 19th Hole with the Herb Brothers. They did a great job with the Masters. They went 4 days straight, trying to convince them maybe come back on once more this year before we have to get to the Masters in April. Let's see what they do. Then we have 2 shows, podcast shows on the internet. Hot Grids Podcast with Travis Shadon and Spencer Maddox. And then, of course, yours truly, the coach and the baseball fanatic, Kyle Lawson, doing the Who's on First Base baseball podcast. Hot Grids Podcast, you got to check it out. 2 young guys, a lot of fun listening to them. You'll love the show. You'll laugh throughout the whole show. Then, of course, the man with all the baseball knowledge, the plethora of knowledge, the baseball fanatic Kyle Lawson on the Who's on First Base baseball podcast. All right, back-to-back national champions. I got him hooked up, okay? He's going to join us on the Coach's Corner hot seat, but he's not really on a hot seat. He got to get his stuff to work. But I'm telling you, back-to-back national championships for the Forest City. All right, I know. I'm worried about food here. I'm doing technical difficulty stuff. Let me find my notes on the next guest. Here it is. I know. You're probably saying, Coach, what are you even on the internet for? You're just messing up left and right. Well, you know, it's a lot of fun. And I'm the show host. I'm the producer. I'm the technical guy. I got to get my notes here. Okay. The Forest City Gun Club Juniors Scholastic Clay Target Program team went to Ohio last week, back-to-back championships, and I'm going to leave it at that. They had to come from behind to win. Joining me now on the Coach's Corner hot seat, let's hope this works, okay, is the man himself, the head coach, Zach Gutierrez. And hopefully I said his name finally right. Zach, did I do it?
Gutierrez.
Gutierrez. Gutierrez. I don't know what it is, Coach. I don't know why. I'm just going to call you Coach Zach because I can't get that last name right. It's like I got a mental block.
That's all right. That's all right. You're not the only one.
Well, anyway, congratulations, and it's great talking to you. You guys went up to Ohio. You brought home the championship again, back-to-back, repeating it. It's got to be something special for you and the people over there at the Forest City Gun Club.
Absolutely. It's very special. We have a great group of kids, and to do it back-to-back, it's pretty amazing.
All right, so tell me, I read the story. I posted the story on the Prep Sports Report website. It's on your Forest City Gun Club website. You're down 9 birds in the first day, and you come back and win. First of all, explain to me, are there really birds or are those the clay shells that you shoot?
Well, we call them targets of birds. Birds, if you shoot quite a bit. We started the competition last Wednesday. Started out with skeet and had some really good scores. Transitioned over to sporting clays. Some of the teams that go up there, they show up on Monday and shoot to where they're only shooting one discipline a day. We show up on Wednesday. We shoot two disciplines on Wednesday and Thursday, and then go to one discipline on Friday and Saturday. We didn't leave very many birds to be missed out there on skeet. We had 2 squads that shot 297 out of 300. So there was only three targets that were left behind there. Transitioned over to sporting clays, and our sporting clays was a little bit weaker this year, team-wise. So after the conclusion of Wednesday and Thursday of skeet and sporting clays, we found ourselves down. At the conclusion of sporting clays, we were down 13 targets from the Etowah Valley Mambas out of Dawsonville, Georgia. But with our skeet scores, it got us back within 8 targets, which was pretty good, but it's still a big gap going into trap, because us Georgia teams, we don't shoot a whole lot of trap in Georgia. But after the first day of trap, we're actually to gain 9 targets, which have a 1 target lead going into Saturday. And they shoot, Etowah shot trap before we did. So we shot the last rotation of trap. It was pretty nerve-wracking.
All right, I'm going to be a layperson here. First of all, let's explain the events, okay? The disciplines, as you call it, okay? What skeet, clay sport shooting, and what's the third one?
So there's skeet, which is basically done out of 2 houses, shooting a repetitive target all the way, kind of around the world, like a half around the world type of setting. You're shooting a bird that's coming from your left and a bird that's coming from your right, and you just transition across the field. Trap, American trap, is a 16-yard trap. You're standing 16 yards behind a block house that has a machine in it, and it's throwing targets oscillating. You know, it could be a left target at 80 degrees, and it could be a right target at 120 degrees. So it's oscillating. Sporting clays is kind of what a lot of people in the South like. It resembles a lot of wild game bird, waterfowl type of shooting. And we're normally pretty good at it. Sporting clays there's a lot of people in the Savannah area or even in the Southeast region that know what sporting clays is. There's a lot of charity shoots that use the sporting clays platform. And our kids seem to like it a lot better.
All right. You're watching the Karl DeMasi Sports Report. I'm live at Coach's Corner. It's breakfast at Coach's every Saturday from 8 to 10:30. Come out and check it. A little country ham, a little eggs over easy, some home fries. I wish I can give you some, Zach, but you're already at the Forest City Gun Club. So now there's different divisions, okay? There's a varsity division. There's an intermediate division. You got young kid division. Explain to us the divisions and tell us I know you had a national champion with one of the girls.
Yeah, so it starts off, you can start off in like the 5th grade. actually 8 years to 5th grade. That's considered the rookie. And then if you're above the 5th grade, you get put in an intermediate entry level. And like Aiden started with us last year, Aiden McKenzie. So this year she was in the intermediate advanced level, and you stay in intermediate advanced until you are a freshman or going into your freshman year, and then you transition over to the junior varsity. You do 1 year of junior varsity, similar to the intermediate entry. You do 1 year there as well, and then you transition to senior varsity.
And then you got a college division too, right?
And then a collegiate division, which we swept the collegiate division. We got kids from Georgia Southern, Georgia College, and University of Georgia on that team, as well as Alabama.
All right, I'm going to give them a shout out here. You had Colin Davis, you had Douglas Williams, Walker McDonald, and Jake Summerford. I mean, he's been a legend at Forest City Gun Club probably forever because, you know, from what I understand, all through his youth, he was excellent. So that's your college team. All right, now you did have a young lady that won the overall national championship, right?
Yeah, Aiden McKenzie. She's the intermediate advanced high overall female out of, I would have to look at the numbers, but I think there was close to 100 kids, 100 girls in that division.
That's pretty impressive. And how about the younger kids? Who's up and coming? Who are the stars? I know everybody's a star there. You don't want to get them mad at you, but there are kids that stood out.
There's a lot of McKenzies on the team. I think there was a news channel that did an article on them. There, you got Aiden and Lucas, and you got Grady and Jack and June. Grady's coming up. I think he finished either 3rd or 4th overall in rookie. And I'm pretty sure he transitions over to the intermediate entry level. But they're all of the kids that we have on the team, regardless if we mention names or not, they're all really good. They're all professional, respectful. It's a great group of kids.
All right, so let's go to the coach's point here. What goes into coaching these kids? I mean, what goes into making them a group? I know they come from all different schools, all over the place. As the coach, what is your job? What is your responsibility?
Well, we delegate a lot. We've got a lot of kids. We started the year with almost 80 kids on the team.
Nice.
So we get the coaches in their right places, and then we just kind of let them free roll with it as far as getting them. We've got a great group of coaches that know what they're doing, and they take care of their respective division. Myself, Lee Whitley, Doug Williams, and Joe Giles, we take care of the varsity division. And then, we try and have at least 2 to 3 coaches per division, just looking after these kids, making sure they're safe, and then teaching them how to hit targets.
Nice. Okay, so last year, COVID-19, no spectators. This year, you could have spectators. What was the difference between last year with the COVID-19 protocols and this year?
It was huge. This was the largest SCTP national championship on record. The first one was back in 2005, so they've been going for 16 years. This was the largest, and you could tell it was the largest. You could feel it was the largest. There was people. I've been going to the Cardinal Center in Marengo, Ohio since 2016 when it transitioned from Illinois, and there was more vehicles in the parking lot, and there was cars parking in areas where you'd never seen a car park before. It was huge.
All right, so now when do you start all over again? When do you start working for a three-peat?
Well, some of these kids actually shoot in the GISA program. Well, I say some, a lot of them. We got Country Day, BC, Savannah Christian, Calvary, Pinewood. All of those schools are local schools, and some of these kids get to put the gun down for a week, and then they start shooting again for the GISA program. So for the ones that are going to hang the gun up, we start again in late December, early January, and start rolling with it again.
All right, and I want you to stress this. Last thing I want you to stress, kids do get scholarships to go on to go to college, to shoot and go to school, right?
Absolutely, they do. It's a great, if this program would have been around when I was 18 years old, I don't know where I would be, but it's an amazing thing. It keeps growing. It's getting a lot more press. Nobody gets hurt doing it. They might trip and fall or get a cut on their finger, but it's a very safe program. Colleges are starting to see that. Georgia Southern's making a really big push at it. They were Division IV national champs just a few months ago. 3 of the kids were, previous 4-city juniors, and they're making a really big push at it this year. As far as I know, they're not a scholarship program yet, but I wouldn't keep that from them, in the near future. I think it will be. And that's what a lot of these schools are, these private schools that are not Division I schools. There's tons of scholarships and academic scholarships out there for kids that are shooters.
And it's not boys, it's girls too.
It's everybody. Yeah.
It's pretty impressive. And I like to say congratulations again. Great job. Back to back. People don't know about it. And also, I know he doesn't shoot for your club. I think he shoots for the 17th South up in Richmond Hill. But Cole Bragg, University of Alabama scholarship. So pretty impressive, right?
Oh, absolutely. Colt's a great shooter and a great individual, and we wish him all the best.
So, all right. Shout out to anybody there, Coach. Thank
Lee
the parents.
Summerford.
Thank the kids.
Lee Summerford is the horse behind this program. He keeps us all in check, does all of the planning, and we owe this championship to him for sure.
Well, Zach, it's always a pleasure. I know way back when I was doing the radio thing, we had a 6-year-old on. It was really special. Keep it the great work. I love following this every year. People don't realize it's not just about football, basketball, and baseball. There are other sports out there that our kids in this area are very successful at. Appreciate it, buddy. And once again, Coach Zach, you can pronounce your last name?
Gutierrez.
Coach Zach Gutierrez from the Forest City Gun Club. Appreciate it, Zach. I'll keep in touch. And, hey, I want to get the girl on, Lindsay. So I'll give you a call this week. I want her on as my athlete of the week. Pretty impressive.
Okay, will do. Thanks a lot,
right, Zach.
Carl.
Hey, shoot him straight, Zach.
All right, thank you.
All right. I mean, Zach Gutierrez, I said it right. Great guy. I mean, he loves what he's doing. Back-to-back championships. Lee Summerford, I had to I had to work with. I mean, I follow this every year. It's a lot of fun. I went out to the Varsity Gun Club. Good friend of mine, Savannah Dan, took me out there. And I'm telling you, it's hard. And he paid for my ammo because I know it's a lot of money. But I think I had 30 shots. I think I was lucky. I think I hit 2. I think I was lucky, but it's an unbelievable sport. I never had a chance to do it in Boy Scout. Yes, the coach was a Boy Scout. We'd go away to Boy Scout camp, and they'd have the skeet or the clay trap shooting. I don't know what it was. But I did it once. It was a lot of fun. I wish I would have kept up with it. But once again, congratulations to the 2021 National Scholastic Clay Target Program National Champions, the Forest City Gun Club Junior. Next up, this young man, rising junior at Benedictine, had a great summer on the golf course. He was the Savannah City Amateur Junior Champion. He was the Matt Warren Savannah Junior Golf Association End of the Year Champion. He also shot a 69 at the club at the Harbor. Pretty impressive. We're going to talk to Nicholas Scarano coming up in 3 minutes because you're listening to the Karl DeMasi Sports Report live on the Coach's Corner Sports Network, live at Breakfast at Coach's. That's right. Come on down. There's the country ham for my good friend Chad Griffin. There's the home fries and the eggs. Look at the camera, Coach. And we'll go from there. I'll be back in 3 minutes to bring on my next guest. Stay tuned because I got to thank my sponsors. Nick, I'll be right back, Nick.
All time, that's Coach's Corner and Thunderbolt. Coach's Corner has been voted the best in Savannah for 20 years running, and it's no wonder why. Sports, live music, delicious and generous portions of pub food, all for our fans. No matter what the season, there's always a reason to check out Coach's Corner. It's always game time at Coach's Corner. Pick your favorite sport, pick your favorite team, and pick a TV, and Coach's Corner is your place. Coach's Corner is always open for lunch, dinner, and now breakfast, Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 10:30. But remember, Coach's Corner still has takeout service. John Harrison and Coach's Corner crew has smoked Boston butts, ribs, and chicken on the grill. You can place your order by calling Coach's Corner at 912-352-2933. That's 912-352-2933. As always, make it a night to remember at Coach's Corner.
At Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world. Your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary, it is so good to say we are one school with one mission and one vision: faith, academics, excellence, and building champions through Christ. Calvary Day School would consider it a privilege to meet with your family personally. Call Philip Lee, Director of Admissions, at 351-2299. That's 351-2299.
For over half a century, it comes in uniforms, sporting goods, or trophies, Thompson's got you covered. From cleats to caps and the best prices on the biggest brands, Under Armour, Adidas, and more. From baseball to soccer, volleyball to softball, and yes, football too. Every season starts at Thompson Sports Shop. Come come get equipped at Thompson Sports Shop's new location, 6606 Abercorn Street, Suite 102 in Savannah. Open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and seasonal on Saturdays. At locally owned Thompson Sporting Goods and Trophies, come see where everyone is.
Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic. Your back hurts, another body part hurts all the time. It makes you mad. The pain drives you crazy. You just want to pick something up and throw it across the room? If you can. At the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic, you get complete chiropractic care and pain relief to help you move better, have a less painful life, and of course, achieve a healthier lifestyle. The Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic is now located at 2 locations in Savannah, Georgia, at 329 Eisenhower Drive and in Pooler at 114 Canal Street, Suite 603. So visit Dr. Bart Wetherington at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic for all your chiropractic
Yo, you
needs.
still want some real New York deli and Italian food? Bada bing, bada boom. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering is open at 7630 Skidaway Road in Savannah, Georgia during this social distancing problem. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering will take calls for pickup at 912-354-2914. That's 912-354-2914 on the phone, capiche? If you want Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering goods delivered, go to savtakeout.com, savtakeout.com to place the order. Remember, Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering, we ain't New York style, we are New York. And good morning, sports fans, and welcome back to the Karl DeMasi Sports Report right here, live at Coach's Corner. It's Breakfast with the Coach every Saturday morning from 8 to 10:30. Little country ham, a little eggs and home fries, my biscuit yet. I haven't eaten a bite yet. I'm waiting till the show's over because, it's not polite to talk with your mouth full. But once again, it's Karl DeMasi, live from Coach's Corner. It's all part of the Coach's Corner Sports Network. Don't forget tonight, we also have music out in the sound garden. Besides these gazillion TVs showing sports, we also have the sound garden tonight. Chicago Authority, 25-6-4. Now, that's why I didn't get into singing, okay? But anyway, Chicago Tribute Band. Check out coachescorner.net. Music here every week. Food every week, starting with breakfast, Tuesday through Friday from 7 to 10:30. Saturdays from 8 to 10:30. So come out here and get some food. All right. Well, once again, we talked about the Forest City Gun Club Juniors team that won the National Scholastic Clay Target Program Championship, back-to-back champions. Well, this young man had a phenomenal season this summer at the Savannah Junior Golf Association. He was the Savannah City Amateur Juniors Championship. He was the Matt Warren end of the Savannah Junior Golf Association Championship. He won 4 events. He's also was first team on the Savannah Morning News All-Coastal Golf Team. Had a great summer. I'm talking about rising junior from Benedictine Military School, Nicholas Scarano. Joining us now on the Coach's Corner hot seat is Nicholas himself. Nicholas, thanks for coming on.
What's up? How are you?
Hey, it's Saturday morning. I'm talking sports. I'm eating breakfast, and I'm talking about what you did this summer. What more can you want, buddy? You got to love it.
Exactly. Yep. All
So,
right.
you had an unbelievable summer, and I know I sent you the questions. I don't know if I'm going to go in this order, but 4 big wins on the Savannah Junior Golf Association tournament this summer, a 69 at the club at the Harbor. Unbelievable summer. Tell us about it. Did you expect that to happen this summer?
No, definitely did not expect that to happen this summer. I was, coming into the first tournament, I wasn't really practicing as much as I usually do, but I just love competing, especially in the SJGA. I love that tournament series. So it's, it was exciting. when I played the first tournament, I shot 70. That was definitely a big deal for me. I got, on par in a couple of years. So it's like, that's when I really started to practice more. And, I started to feel a lot better about my game, more these crazy low numbers I've never shot before. So yeah, it was awesome, especially winning the city and the Matt Warren. That was the best part, knowing those two tournaments before.
What was it like breaking
awesome.
70, shooting at 69 over at the Harbor, over at the club at the Harbor?
Everything was pretty much going my way that day. I didn't really make a mistake. It was crazy day. I mean, I don't know how to explain it. I had 6 birdies and just 1 bogey and 1 double. It was a crazy day. Everything was falling. All the putts were dropping. I don't think I'm fairway. I don't think I missed a green. It was crazy. But that was probably the highlight of the year at 69. That was insane.
All right, so when did you start playing this game of golf that, nothing ever goes straight. It always goes right or left unless you're on like you were at the Harbor Club?
Oh, yeah. I started, when did I start? When I played golf?
Yeah, when did you start playing golf?
I started when I was I started playing when I was 2 years old. My dad, he was the one that really get me into the game. It wasn't really like I'm going to teach you the game of golf so you can become a pro or anything. He just told us, me and my brother learned how to play golf. When we were both 2, he told us to play golf, just to play on the weekends, just to have fun, just to play it as a fun sport, just as a hobby, something to do with our friends and with him. Who knew it would come out to be, we would play competitive golf or anything, but it's awesome. I started when I was.
All right, you broke up there. You started at what age?
2 years old. Yeah, I was 2 when I first started.
What do you like most about golf? I mean, you've been playing now since how old are you now? 15, 16?
I'm 16 now.
So you've been playing for 14 years. What
What's
do you
my
like
favorite
most about
thing?
this game? Yeah.
Oh, I love how much of like an individual sport it is. When you're out there playing, it's just you and yourself really. And when you make a mistake, you got no one else to blame except for yourself. So it's like, I love that part about the game. It's so much fun. I think it's the best sport, really. I can play for a lifetime. So yeah, I love the sport. It's awesome.
All right, so you got to drive, you got to chip, you got to punt, you got stuff going through your head. What's the best part of Nicholas Scarano's game?
Well, up until like a month ago, it was driving, but this summer it's been putting. I think that's really what separates the good from the bad is whether you can make putts or not. And I don't think I 3-putt at all this year. I putted amazing, especially when I shot 69, 70. Even in the Matt Warren, I putted great. That was really what saved me this year was putting. I was
all right. So
my putting.
You're driving, you're putting, you're doing. So how much time do you spend playing? Because we know every time you talk to someone about golf, it's about repetition, repetition, repetition. What goes into your training, and how much do you prepare for your golf tournaments?
Well, when I'm preparing for a golf tournament, I'll practice, 2, 3, 4 times a week. I always play the day before the golf tournament just to get, warmed up. But before the first tournament, I didn't really play that much. I didn't practice that much as I would have liked. But after the 70, I really started practicing then. And then I got my driver's license. That's when I really started to be able to practice. I could go out and drive to the golf course, practice 2, 3 times on the weekdays. And then on the weekends, play Saturday, Sunday, and go out and play the tournaments on Monday. That's what really helped, shape my game was playing more, getting more reps in. So yeah, I would say about 2, 3 times a week practicing and then playing on Sundays.
Now, did you have any goals coming into this summer, or you just said, I'm going to go out, play, and have fun? I mean, a number of tournaments you wanted to win. Any goals for this summer?
Well, I definitely wanted to win the city or the Mount Warren. Those were 2 big tournaments that I've never won, that I've always wanted to win, especially the Mount Warren, get my name on that trophy. That was the best thing ever. That's awesome. But no, I don't really have any goals going in. I just like having fun in these tournaments, playing hole by hole, just having fun, trying to shoot as low as possible. That's what I love about competitive golf, just going out there having fun.
And if you just tuned in, you're watching the Karl DeMasi Sports Report live from Coach's Corner, part of the Coach's Corner Sports Network. We're having breakfast at Coach's, and we're talking to the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete of the Week from Benedictine and the Savannah Junior Golf Association, Nicholas Scarano. So winning the Matt Warren, is that your most memorable moment playing golf, or do you have any other moments that you want to tell us about?
Well, in tournament golf, definitely the Matt Warren is my biggest achievement, I'd say. I've always wanted to win that tournament. Just the name of that trophy, for like years on end, it's just going to stay there is awesome. But I'd say my most memorable memory that I'll probably never forget is I was like 8 years old, but I was playing with my brother and my dad and a family friend, and my brother made a hole-in-one. I'll always remember that. That was probably my favorite moment. I've never seen that before. I haven't made a hole-in-one myself, so just seeing it is awesome. I'll never forget that moment.
Nice. Now, you said your brother. If you and your brother, now this was one of the questions. This is a surprise question. Okay, you and your brother went at it now. Who's the better golfer?
Well, we play every weekend, and I'm saying I'm undefeated pretty much. So like, he never really beats me. He's always there. It's always a competition, but I'd say 9 times out of 10 I'm gonna beat him. But it's always a competition. I love playing with him.
Okay. Now you also play on your school team, Savannah Morning News, first team, all-city golfer. What's it like playing golf over at Benedictine?
Oh yeah, I love BC. BC golf is it's the highlight of the year. I love playing with the team. The coaches there are awesome. We play in the really cool tournaments. We go out and travel. BC golf is so much fun. I love we practice at such nice golf courses. The team is so cool. I love playing with those guys. And yeah, I mean the coaches are awesome. I can't complain. BC is really good. Great school.
All right. 2 questions. How much has your family meant to your success so far in your golf? Tell us about your family and what they've given you to be so successful so far.
Oh yeah, they've given me everything. They give me all these opportunities to play in these tournaments. That I love playing in, and they never really forced me to do anything. If I want to quit golf tomorrow and go play hockey, I could go and do that. But I chose to stay in golf and play golf. I bet my dad really knows that because he loves golf. So. We played together. He's a really good coach. He's my only coach. I don't have a coach or anything, but yeah, it's awesome.
All right. Last question. Future plans, college golf. What do you want to do after you graduate in 2 years?
Oh yeah, that's coming up soon, my graduation. But I haven't really decided yet. I haven't really been talking to any colleges. I feel like if I really want to go to college for golf, I got to make a commitment. Commitment playing college golf. They play so much, and they're really focused on it. And if I think I'm going to play college golf, I really want to get better at the game. I really want to play my best so I can actually contribute to the team. That's the biggest thing. But no college offers yet. No colleges have reached out to me, but I'll probably start reaching out to colleges. Maybe end of junior year, maybe golf season. I might start reaching out.
They find out at 69. It's kind of hard. Pretty impressive. Any shout out to anybody? You want to say thank you to anybody?
Oh yeah, I would say thank you to probably the BC golf team. They actually helped me out so much. I'd say thank you to the coaches at BC. Definitely to my dad, my mom, my brother a lot. He helped me get so much better this year. Being competitive, how much we play all the time. That's definitely helped me out this year so much. So yeah. My family and friends, definitely.
Well, Nicholas, congratulations. Savannah City Amateur Junior Champion, Matt Warren Champion. Keep up the great work, looking for great things. And I know Coach Halligan at BC is looking for a lot of big things from you. Keep it going.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will. Thanks you
for coming on. I'll talk to you again.
Yes, sir.
So there you go, people. We've talked to the Forest City Gun Club national champion coach, Zach Gutierrez. Now we got a young man that won 2 big tournaments here every summer in Savannah, Georgia. You gotta love it. So, but we're gonna swing the table here. We're gonna go to a little pigskin, a little gridiron. I've coined this man the voice of high school football now. He's taking on the torch from the legendary Tom Palmer, but it's always fun talking to him. He's got another book out. You got to buy the book. You got to read it. Great story, but no other than the Georgia Public Broadcast television journalist, internet wizard, and of course, one cute sports guy, John Nelson. Come up next in 3 minutes. So hang on. You're watching the Karl DeMasi Sports Report live from Breakfast at Coaches. We'll be back in 3 minutes with John Nelson.
All time, that's Coach's Corner and Thunderbolt. Coach's Corner has been voted the best in Savannah for 20 years running, and it's no wonder why. Sports, live music, delicious and generous portions of pub food, all for our fans. No matter what the season, there's always a reason to check out Coach's Corner. It's always game time at Coach's Corner. Pick your favorite sport, pick your favorite team, and pick a TV, and Coach's Corner is your place. Coach's Corner is always open for lunch, dinner, and now breakfast, Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 10:30. But remember, Coach's Corner still has takeout service. John Harrison and Coach's Corner crew has smoked Boston butts, ribs, and chicken on the grill. You can place your order by calling Coach's Corner at 912-352-2933. That's 912-352-2933. As always, make it a night to remember at Coach's Corner.
At Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world. Your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary, it is so good to say we are one school with one mission and one vision: faith, academics, excellence, and building champions through Christ. Calvary Day School would consider it a privilege to meet with your family personally. Call Philip Lee, Director of Admissions, at 351-2299. That's 351-2299.
For over half a century, when it comes to uniforms, sporting goods, or trophies, Thompson's got you covered. From cleats to caps and the best prices on the biggest brands, Under Armour, Adidas, and more. From baseball to soccer, volleyball to softball, and yes, football too. Every season starts at Thompson Sports Shop. From cutting and equipped at Thompson Sports Shop's new location, 6606 Abercorn Street, Suite 102 in Savannah. Open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and seasonal on Saturdays. At locally owned Thompson Sporting Goods and Trophies, come see where everyone is at.
Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic. Your back hurts, another body part hurts all the time, it makes you mad, the pain drives you crazy, you just want to pick something up and throw it across the room? If you can, at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic, you get complete chiropractic care and pain relief to help you move better, have a less painful life, and of course, achieve a healthier lifestyle. The Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic is now located at 2 locations in Savannah, Georgia, at 329 Eisenhower Drive and in Pooler at 114 Canal Street, Suite 603. So visit Dr. Bart Wetherington at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic for all your chiropractic
Yo, you
needs.
still want some real New York deli and Italian food? Bada bing, bada boom. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering is open at 7630 Skidaway Road in Savannah, Georgia during this social distancing problem. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering will take calls for pickup at 912-354-2914. That's 912-354-2914 on the phone. Kabish. If you want Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering goods delivered, go to savtakeout.com, savtakeout.com to place the order. Remember, Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering, we ain't New York style, we are New York. And welcome back, sports fans. Happy Saturday. It's the end of the week. We're going to start a new week tomorrow. But you know what? It's the Karl DeMasi Sports Report live on the internets. Facebook Live, Karl DeMasi Facebook page, or Karl DeMasi YouTube channel, Coach's Corner Facebook page, Twitter at KD Sports Report, and, you know, we're all over the place. You can get it on your smartphone. Hey, but look at this guy. I'm sitting in Coach's Corner. It's Saturday morning, and it's breakfast at Coach's. That's right, a little over-easy eggs with some home fries. And then for my man, Chad Griffin, whoops, almost lost the knife, we got some country ham. I haven't taken a bite yet. I'm drooling to do this, but hey, what more you want? On a Saturday morning, hanging out in the best sports bar in Savannah, Georgia, talking about sports and eating food, there's one thing better. Get the one cute sports guy on your sports show to talk a little high school football, a little soccer too, but I don't know how many people know that. He dabs in that soccer. But once again, I got to love this guy coming on. He's been doing it for a long time. I mean, you know his bio. He's been around. He's all over the place. But once again, I got to appreciate him coming on my show when I ask him. And that's, of course, joining us on the Coach's Corner hot seat, the one cute sports guy from Georgia Public Broadcasting, the television journalist, the writer, the author, you name it. But most of all, the voice of Georgia high school football, John Nelson.
Morning,
Hey, John.
Coach.
Hey, cheers. What more do I want? Food, sports, talking football, or talking sports with you? What more do I want on a Saturday morning?
Oh, goodness. I want the home fries and the egg. That's what I want.
I'm telling you right now, Chad Griffin, you know Chad very well. This country ham makes him drool.
And it's a solid play, but I mean, you flash the eggs and the home fries, and I'm like, yeah, man. All right, so you're really going to make me earn my 2 miles this morning, aren't you?
Yeah, I definitely am. I got to get to my 10,000 steps, so I got to really start. Well, I'm going to have to do 15,000 steps today. So, but once again, hey, nice seeing you. Everything going well?
Yeah, just got back from Southern California, where my sister actually had her re-wedding, I guess for lack of a better word. This time last year, out in Southern California, it was postponed the first time because of COVID restrictions. It was postponed the second time because of the California wildfires impacting the venue. And so they ended up the third try having it on a secluded beach with about 10 people. So it ends up this year, they schedule it. We're all there, big wedding. And the boss and I got to escort an 8-month-old golden retriever puppy down the aisle.
What more do you want? I mean, just like Trooper, right?
Yep. And this is Koa, the 8-month-old golden retriever. And if you go on our social media, you could probably see Patty falling in love with an 8-month-old golden retriever who wanted to say hi to everybody. And so this is a golden retriever that's like 45 pounds.
Oh,
and of course, I have the leash wrapped around my hand, like, you're doing the mechanical bull at the bar, so that way you're trying not to get anything to happen. So of course, dog's going down each and every single aisle, trying to say hi to everybody. And I'm trying to drag it, or it's like, we got something to do. We got work to do. And got her to aisle number 2, gave her to the handlers. Great wedding, great venue. And it was great to see my sister get remarried in the sense of married again with more people. And she is currently honeymooning in Hawaii and has posted pictures as well.
Nice. I know. I went to a re-wedding myself. I was in Cleveland, okay, and then we made a track up to Niagara Falls. And when you said Ontario, I said that's right across the river. So I texted you, and you said, no, we're in California.
It's the other one. Not. Let's see. North for me would be that way. So west for me is that way. So it's that Ontario, California, that way.
So once again. All right, and people know it, but people don't know you came out with another great book about Coach Nobles. I mean, great story. There it is, Noble Strong, Irwin County coach, stricken too early in life. So tell us about what motivated John Nelson to get into another book. I think this is your 5th or 6th book?
6th, yeah.
6th book. And, why Coach Nobles? Why his story?
Well, full disclosure, the boss and I are very, very good friends with the family.
Right. And,
knowing Buddy over all of this time with his time back at Fitzgerald was the first time that I knew Buddy. And it was when Caleb was his quarterback. His son, Caleb Nobles, was his quarterback. And so from his time there, and he goes to Irwin, you just, you make these relationships and you meet these folks and you meet these families. And, we were just very, very close. We are very, very close to the family. And to be perfectly honest, Coach, and this, there are stories that need to be told so they're not forgotten. And I guess that's what history really is. It's making sure that we don't forget those around us and those events around us and the people around us that we love and that we care about. And so now, just as we were going through that 2019 season, legitimately, it was just one of those things. It's like, no, we have to tell this story. And, when Buddy is diagnosed with stage 4 stomach cancer in July of 2019, and then there's the fight, knowing that in single A, Irwin County was going to be chasing after a championship in single A public. Could they get past Clinch County in the region of doom? And it was, regardless of how the football story ended in 2019, it was a story that we all needed to be reminded about when it comes to love of family, love of your neighbor, love in a community, and not giving up, and faith and perseverance and all of those things, and young men growing up too soon with this lesson. So it was just on a bunch of different fronts. It was a story that I thought needed to be remembered one way or another, and it just ended up being 356 pages.
Yeah. All right, so if they want to read this story, a great story about a great friend of yours, a great coach here in Southeast Georgia, how do they go get it? And this wasn't planned to publicize your book, but I mean, I started reading it, and I'm almost halfway through it. I mean, people got to get this book.
Easiest way is Amazon. And if you do a John Jon Nelson Nobles Strong search, book pops up, and you can get it that way. That's probably the easiest way to get it, because you know Amazon these days, the blue smiling line will get you something in a day or two without much thought. And so that's probably the easiest way right now, is just Amazon, do a search for me, do a search for the book, and then that way it'll be heading your way. All
right. So let's go to a little football. You've been around for a long time. You went to high school here. You know, once again, you were at FSU when Bobby Bowden was there. 92 years old, got a little, medical issue right now. Of course,
yeah, prostate cancer, right?
Mark Rick now. I mean, but in your mind, you've been around here a long time. Any coaches that stand out in your mind that are examples of what high school football here is in the good old South of the United States?
Well, I mean, you have to look at tenure, and you look at somebody like an Alan Chadwick up here at Marist, who's I think in his 36th or 37th year as head coach. His next win is going to be number 400.
Wow.
And he is second all time here in the state of Georgia behind the great Larry Campbell when it comes to all time wins. And you look at those guys who have been around for a while, and I mean that in the sense of not 745 years old or whatever, but in Savannah, you look at a guy like Danny Britt and what he's been able to build at Benedictine. You look at Rick Tomberlin with what he was able to build at all of his different stops, and that ended with his retirement last year with everything that he was doing at Appling County. You look at a Roger Holmes in Dublin with what he's been able to do. Maurice Freeman down at Brooks. You look at, a guy like Don Tyson Jr. down at Clinch and with what he's been able to do. You look at Jeff Herron, who is now back at Camden County with what he's been able to do. Rocky Hidalgo at Glen Academy, Sean Pender at Brunswick. You look at, there are a lot of guys, and even in your footprint, there are a lot of guys that are, part of this discussion about the fabric of high school football. I mean, you look at coaches who have been around for, a decade, 15 years. You look at the Maloof family and what they've been able to do either in DeKalb County or Gwinnett County. So there's always those guys that stay where they've been and build these programs that are routinely successful. And what I mean by routinely is consistently so. It's always those wins that get you into the playoffs. And then when you get into the playoffs, they're making noise. Jonathan Guess with what he's been able to do at Eagles Landing Christian, starting so young and continuing to build Elka into what we're seeing there in single A private. So there are a lot of guys all around the state that can fit that moniker.
All right. I mean, you went through an all-star name of coaches here. And of course I got to send out my condolences to the Miller family. Jack Miller, legendary coach. I mean, he's been coaching in Savannah, Georgia for such a long time, came home. He just passed away at the age of 91. So there's another man we could talk about. I think he was head coach for over like 380 games. So once again, and the kids loved him. So, it's something special there. So, all right, here's a question for you. Are you ready for some football, sir?
It's always football season, Coach. You know this. Look, the 4 seasons. I always tell people this.
Yes.
The 4 seasons are not summer, fall, winter, and spring. No, that is not the case. It is football season, spring football season, Cruton, and National Signing Day. Those are the 4 seasons when it comes to football here in the state of Georgia. You know that.
And you also dab in the football, not the American football.
FUTBOL, yes, sir.
Yes, and Savannah United, the Atlanta United. I mean, your show, everything else is going on here. I mean, so you just don't dab in the pigskin. You also dab in the rubber one, the round one too.
Yep, FOOT foot and FUT foot. Soccer down here in the SDH network. Jason Longshore hosts the program from 9 a.m. until 11 something Monday through Friday. and we do a lot of other ancillary programming, talking about Tormenta, South Georgia Tormenta right now in USL League One, with what we're seeing with Ian Cameron now as head coach. And it is a very, very tight table when it comes to USL League One. If you have a solid week and you get 6 points on the board, you rocket up north of the playoff bar. There was the USL League Two. Oh, by the way, in Statesboro this weekend, tomorrow night, you have the USL League Two regional final between North Carolina Fusion and I want to say Western Mass, the Western Mass Pioneers. I think Western Mass won the match, the second match yesterday. Great season for Tormenta FC2. And we had an interview, prepping everybody for the weekend down there in Statesboro. Great things that Darren Van Tassel is doing. But yeah, if you're looking for some soccer, some championship soccer, playoff soccer, head to Statesboro tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow night at 8 for one of the regional finals in USL League Two. Great stuff going on there in Statesboro.
Playoffs? We're talking playoffs?
We are. Absolutely.
Anyway, you're watching the Karl DeMasi Sports Report, internet sports talk show, live from Coach's Corner every Saturday. Well, until I have to do the best of because I had something to do with family. But once again, remember, every Saturday morning, it's the coach, it's breakfast, talking sports. What more do you want? All right. So you're into this, and I know you travel all over the place. Are you going to take your road show, checking out different schools this year? I know COVID-19 last year kept you in the studio. You're going to be hitting the road?
We're looking to do it, and I don't know the dates yet because of the programming that we're doing this year at Georgia Public. It's kind of expanding a little bit with the Football Fridays podcast with Hannah Gooden and myself, and we're trying to figure out the dates. Might be a bit of a run in the first couple of weeks of August leading into scrimmages and stuff, but I don't know the specifics yet. But the idea and the answer is a hopeful yes. Let's put it that way.
All right. Well, give us your insight. Look into that magic ball of yours. I mean, you are the voice of high school football in my mind now. Okay. Southeast Georgia. What teams, before we even get into the season, are going to be standing out in the mind of John Nelson and GPB Sports?
Well, let's just take it, a class at a time. You look at single A private. Obviously, a lot of folks are looking at Calvary Day and Savannah Christian with what they were able to do last season and how things are building there. You look at.
Hold on. We got a question for you. Country Day, John Mooring, Georgia Southern Great, Barry Klein-Peter. Can't leave them out. No. And because we've been covering, QB Klein-Peter ever since he was probably this tall. Yeah. It seems like he's been there forever, but what you're seeing from them, I think that they're going to put up a lot of offensive numbers, and he's going to be one of those players that if you're not paying attention to football on the coast and haven't in years past, I think that this is an example. It's a good example that you should be paying attention to football on the coast. And so when you've got a quarterback that is this electric and has just been putting up tremendous numbers ever since he's been behind center, because I'm not going to say under center. You and I would say under center, but these days you've got a lot of folks who are running shotgun more than anything else. So let's just say behind center. Definitely somebody that you have to pay attention to when it comes to the quarterback position. Then you're looking at Pierce, obviously. Quoting one of the great orators of this or any other era, Richard Fleer, to be the man, you've got to beat the man. That's right. And last time I checked, Pierce County was the man. By the way, Pierce County, the train horn that they have is one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. When that made it to Georgia State, and it took me a while to figure out where it was and what it was. And then I got the history behind it at halftime of the championship game against Oconee County. I have fallen in love with that train horn. And so you better hold on to your honey, because, Pierce is definitely going to try and do their best to repeat in a very, very tough AAA. Obviously, Appling County should be a part of the discussion as well. You're looking at Quad, obviously Benedictine. Should be front and center of that discussion down there on the coast, because you've got Marist, you've got Jefferson with Malachi Starks, you've got Benedictine with what Coach Britt is always doing. And so for me, they're a part of it as well.
Thomas Castellanos, we know what kind of a great quarterback he's developing into in 5A with Jason Strickland down at Ware. So Ware, for me, should be a part of the discussion. The region of Doom in 5A, obviously, with Coffee as a part of the discussion there as well. You look at 6A, and I think that Richmond Hill, obviously with what Matt Lazat has been building over the last handful of years, I think that he's a part of the discussion as well. And then obviously you look at 7A, and then you're drawn to the region of Doom there. What does Jeff Herron do in his first year at Camden County? And I know a lot of folks were looking forward to having that return for Jeff and Camden, because, you know, Camden, you've got Lowndes that's a part of the discussion. Tift has a new head coach, a Hall of Famer coming down from Michigan, and Noel Dean. And you know, you've got Colquitt as well with Justin Rogers and that all-star staff of head coaches who are now coordinators with Ashley Andrews. That's a part of the discussion. I think Byron Slack is now a coordinator there, and Alan Rodemaker. So region of Doom and 7A. So there's a lot to pay attention to there on the coast this year.
I mean, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. And you know what? A lot of kids getting recruited. I mean, we've already, you know, Benedictine, we talked about Klein Peter. You're talking about another kid, Holden Gurna, already committed to Auburn. So, I mean, it should be some great football here on the southeast board of the Atlantic Ocean. Okay, first week. And we're not calling it 0 week anymore. It's week 1. They finally got smart because we start on week 1. We don't start on week 0. There's no week if it's week 0. But anyway, week 1, big games. And, of course, they just released the Irk Russell Classic. And are they doing a Corky Kell also?
Yeah, they are. It is 4 days, I think, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. A couple of sites. I think it's West Forsyth, Barron Stadium. There's I think it's Mill Creek, and then it finishes at MBS on Saturday. So, yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. So any week 1 game stick out to you?
Come on now. I love all of my children equally. You're not going to pin me into a corner. The choice is choice D, all of the above. The fact that games are mattering, the fact that you got wins and losses on the line, the fact that folks are sprinting to a region title, a region championship, playoff runs, and a championship at Georgia State. That's the answer. It's choice D, all the above.
And you hope when you get to Georgia State that it's a nice calm day, not the rain and wind that you've had to deal with the last couple of years. You're out.
All I know in a situation like that is that the boss makes sure that I have an outfit that I know can be sacrificed to Mother Nature if you have something like that. So it's an outfit where the blazer might be a little older than the other blazers, and the dress shirt can be easily replaced. And the tie, you might have a tie that looks a lot like the tie that you're wearing. And the pants, you know, if the pants just get completely and totally muddy and wet, then it's an outfit that can do its job that one night, and then you sit there and you wish it well and give it the Viking funeral. So no, I'm right there with you. I know.
All right. Wrap this thing up. Any shout outs you want to make? Any comments? Any people who need to know about what's going on with GPB Sports and the Friday football show?
Game of the week, I think, starts the Friday after Labor Day. When we know what our schedule is, obviously we'll post it to all of our social media platforms. The Football Fridays in Georgia podcast with Hannah Gooden and myself, that is going to start in 3 weeks, I think. It's going to start on the 9th, and we're tracking down our guests. So if you're watching this show and you get a phone call from me on a Saturday or a Sunday, coaches, then you shall be chased after for a Monday 1 o'clock hour record when it comes to the Football Fridays in Georgia podcast. Like I said, when we know about Southern Swing, obviously we'll let folks know. But no, just looking forward to getting back to it. They've got media days all around the place that we're catching up with coaches and things like that. But no, it's good to get back in the swing of things. And football season, it's always football season, Coach. There is no stopping it. You know that.
I know exactly what you're saying. And like I say all the time, John, I mean, it's a lot of fun talking to you whenever I can get you on the show. I know this is the perfect time because you're not in full swing yet. But once again, great work. Get that book, Noble Strong. You got to go get it. Amazon.com. It's Jon Nelson. Okay. If you want to go to his Twitter page, that's where you get the cute sports guy. So, all right. I appreciate it. I look forward to talking to you during the season. And Hey, I found out one thing. Here's a little tidbit. If you text the coaches, you get a quicker response. You know that.
No doubt. Oh, no doubt. That is absolutely true. And so the commander, Steve Graham, one of our executive producers, he has a database that is unparalleled. And so I always consult with Steve if I'm lacking a phone number.
Appreciate it, John. Have a good one.
Be good, my friend.
And tell the boss, keep it going. She's got to take care of you.
You ain't kidding, brother.
Oh, Patty's a trooper, that's for sure.
No doubt about it. Yeah, so she's the one that keeps me in line every single day. So I will definitely tell her. Thank you very much.
I'll talk to you. John Nelson, I mean, what more can I tell you? And, we go back. We met because of Tommy Palmer. And, I've always said Tommy Palmer was the voice of high school football. While he's passed the torch on to John Nelson. If you want your high school news, you want to know about high school football in this state, he's the man that knows everything. I mean, he can give you names without even looking on a piece of paper. So once again, remember, John Nelson, GPB Sports, television journalist, author. Go get the book. I mean, it's a great book. Noble Strong, about Irwin County football coach Nobles passing away too early. It's happening all over the place. All right, 3 out the door. I got 3 quick videos that I picked out watching. Look at the camera, Coach. I don't have my director here, Lawrence Bennett, tell me eye contact. Okay. Lawrence does a great job. He's the director, the producer of the NASCAR show every Wednesday night here from 6 to 7, Rubbing and Grubbing with Brandon, the Atlanta man Bain. So check that out. So we'll be back. 3 videos. Stay tuned because we're talking about 2 local guys and something the Savannah Bananas are doing special for their players besides winning, besides putting people in the seats. We'll be back in 3 minutes with the Karl DeMasi Sports Report live from breakfast at Coach's Corner. I'm still waiting. Here's my over easy eggs and home fries. Here's my country ham for my good friend Chad Griffin. I'll be waiting for about another 10 minutes before I eat that, but we'll be right back after 3 minutes to thank our sponsors.
All time, that's Coach's Corner and Thunderbolt. Coach's Corner has been voted the best in Savannah for 20 years running, and it's no wonder why. Sports, live music, delicious and generous portions of pub food, all for our fans. No matter what the season, there's always a reason to check out Coach's Corner. It's always game time at Coach's Corner. Pick your favorite sport, pick your favorite team, and pick a TV, and Coach's Corner is your place. Coach's Corner is always open for lunch, dinner, and now breakfast, Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 10:30. But remember, Coach's Corner still has takeout service. John Harrison and Coach's Corner crew has smoked Boston butts, ribs, and chicken on the grill. You can place your order by calling Coach's Corner at 912-352-2933. That's 912-352-2933. As always, make it a night to remember at Coach's Corner.
At Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world. Your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary, it is so good to say we are one school with one mission and one vision: faith, academics, excellence, and building champions through Christ. Calvary Day School would consider it a privilege to meet with your family personally. Call Philip Lee, Director of Admissions, at 351-2299. That's 351-2299.
For over half a century, when it comes to uniforms, sporting goods, or trophies, Thompson's got you covered. From cleats to caps and the best prices on the biggest brands, Under Armour, Adidas, and more. From baseball to soccer, volleyball to softball, and yes, football too. Every season starts at Thompson Sports Shop. So come get equipped at Thompson Sports Shop's new location, 6606 Abercorn Street, Suite 102 in Savannah. Open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and seasonal on Saturdays. At locally owned Thompson Sporting Goods and Trophies, come see where everyone is at.
Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic. Your back hurts, another body part hurts all the time. It makes you mad. The pain drives you crazy. You just want to pick something up and throw it across the room? If you can, at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic, you get complete chiropractic care and pain relief to help you move better, have a less painful life, and of course, achieve a healthier lifestyle. The Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic is now located at 2 locations in Savannah, Georgia, at 329 Eisenhower Drive and in Pooler at 114 Canal Street, Suite 603. So visit Dr. Bart Wetherington at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic for all your chiropractic
Yo, you
needs.
still want some real New York deli and Italian food? Bada bing, bada boom. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering is open at 7630 Skidaway Road in Savannah, Georgia during this social distancing problem. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering will take calls for pickup at 912-354-2914. That's 912-354-2914 on the phone. Kabish. If you want Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering goods delivered, go to savtakeout.com, savtakeout.com to place the order. Remember, Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering, we ain't New York style, we are New York. And welcome back. Sorry, gang. Here we go. You know, I'm a one-man show, but welcome back. It's the Karl DeMasi Sports Report live from Coach's Corner every Saturday morning. Remember, Coach's Corner has breakfast now Tuesday through Friday, 7 o'clock to 10:30, and on Saturdays from 8 to 10:30. I'm telling you right now, I'm still waiting to eat it, okay? I'm not going to eat. It's not polite to talk with your mouth full, okay? But we have the eggs over easy with the home fries. We got the country ham in honor of my friend, Chad Griffin, who loves it. So once again, breakfast at Coach's every Saturday morning with the coach, Karl DeMasi, and of course, John Henderson and the Coach's Corner crew. Don't forget the Sound Garden. Yes, there's cameras all around here, and there's, cameras. The camera I'm supposed to be looking at. There are a bunch of TVs around here, all sports, all the time, baseball. We're getting into soccer, the Olympics. We got boxing on right now. You name it, they'll play it for you. Football season, a month away. This place is packed every Saturday. Okay, but go out to the Sound Garden tonight. We got the Chicago Authority tribute band to Chicago. Go check it out. I'm all part of the Coach's Corner Sports Network. Like I said, coming into the show, Wednesday night, 6 to 7, we got the NASCAR show with Rubbin' and Grubbin'. They talk about racing and they grub food. Brandon Bain, the Atlanta man, does a great job with the producer, Lawrence Bennett. Check it out. You want any kind of NASCAR news? Check out that show. Facebook page, Coach's Corner Facebook page, or YouTube. Go to Rubbin' and Grubbin'. Then, of course, my show every Saturday morning, 9 to whenever. All right. The Karl DeMasi Sports Report, talking all local sports. All guests are local, or I try to have all local guests. And it's just a lot of fun doing it. I've been doing this since 2010. Also, my other love, we started in 2000, was the Prep Sports Report magazine. Now it's a website. Check it out. Stephen Weeks, great job putting the site together. Sabre Solutions, you want something to do with your company that has to do with social media, websites, Sabre Solutions, Stephen Weeks does a great job. And, of course, Travis Jadon, my roving reporter that helps me out get stories up on that site, Prep Sports Report. All right. Then we have the 19th hole with the Herb brothers. Sean and Brent Herb do a great job. Brent Herb, 1992, state champion golfer from BC. Okay. They do a great job. It's up there. Go check it out on YouTube, the 19th hole. It covers the Masters 4 straight days. A lot of fun, a lot of laughs. Check it out. Then we have 2 podcasts, the Hot Grid podcast with Travis Jadon and Spencer Maddox, 2 young guys talking to everything local, and they're pro Globe. They don't want to see the Globe go down on Durant Avenue. And then, of course, on Wednesdays comes out my episode with my partner, the baseball fanatic Kyle Lawson, who's on First Base Baseball Podcast. All right. Now, of course, we used to do 3 and out. 3 out the door. Okay, 3 out the door with Chad Griffin and myself. We take 3 crazy topics that related to sports, like favorite food, sports food, and all that other stuff. But since Chad moved away to Atlanta, I'm once again solo for now. Okay, so I figured let's still go 3 steps out the door. Let's take 3 videos out the door. All right, and if you've been following sports, the NIL acronym with college sports, name, image, likeness. Now, college athletes can now make money off their name. They can now sponsor Javante Middleton. Nolan Smith just did a big camp last week. Javante Middleton with the uniform store. I mean, local guys playing college football. Nolan Smith at Georgia. Javante Middleton at Citadel. So why not do something special? Well, I'll tell you right now, the Savannah Bananas are doing something special for their college baseball players. Okay, the Coastal Plain League is a wooden college league. These kids get no money. Of course, they stay with host families. They come down and they put on all this show. While July 30th, July 30th at Grayson Stadium, the day before the playoff game, the Savannah Bananas will have their players wearing their own jersey with their image on it. And you can buy that jersey. And all the money will go to those players. They've been here all summer long. They don't get paid for doing this. Now with the name, image, likeness rule with college sports, they can do this now. So let me shift over here. Let's see how this works. First video, Savannah Bananas. You got to watch their videos. They're great. So July 30th, you want to buy a Savannah Bananas shirt with the image of that player? Hey, Rice and Bloomers. Okay, Dan Obrist. They're out there. Okay, Bill Leroy. Mr. Lugas from Richmond Hill. I'm trying to think of names off the top of my head. Okay, Jackson. Okay, you can do that. Great video. Once again, kudos to Jesse Cole, Jared Orton, Barry Aldridge, and the whole crew out there. Great job. All right, local players making a hit with football. Anthony, hard worker, Lanier III. Okay, went to Jenkins High School, went to Alabama, played for Washington, played for San Diego. If I'm forgetting something else, I apologize. Okay, but now he's up in Canada trying out for the Canadian Football League with the Saskatchewan Roughriders. Don't forget, he's also doing a free camp. Okay, July 31st at Daffin Park. Okay, free camp, 8:30 to 12:30. Okay, you got to get on there. They're only taking 125 kids, ages 6 to 14. Sign up, but let's check in on what Mr. Anthony, hard worker Lanier, is doing from HV Jenkins High School with the Saskatchewan Roughriders. He'll be wearing number 91.
I'm going to talk my favorite position, obviously, defensive line. You've got veterans like McCanna Henry. You've got Micah Johnson. You've got AC Leonard. There's some new guys, though, that are actually making a push to try to get on the game day roster. One of them is number 91, Anthony Lanier. I really like his game, and I think he's been a little bit more consistent than some of the other new guys. But, hey, there's a whole another 2 weeks left in training camp, so let's see if 91 can keep doing what he's been doing.
Anthony Lanier from Jenkins High School. Like I said, he's played professionally, he's played college. He was a heck of an athlete at Jenkins, basketball and football. Okay, now he went on to Alabama A&M, got drafted, San Diego, Washington Redskins. If I'm forgetting somebody else, I do apologize. But now he's up in Saskatchewan, Canada, playing or trying to make the Rough Riders team. Hopefully, number 91 can make it. All right, this next kid, I had to coach against him. I had to watch him play. He's an Ashley Deering Award winner. He was all-world in high school out of New Hampstead High School, okay? The Phoenix. He went on to play at Jacksonville, but then transferred out to the University of Hawaii. He is a Doak Walker preseason watch list for the best running back in the United States. Kid from Savannah, Georgia, and he's special. Calvin Turner Jr. If this hype video doesn't get you hyped, and you know what? The first weekend of college football, Hawaii will be on ESPN, National Football. Look for this kid. Don't forget the name. Calvin Turner Jr.
Turner's got room. He's juking. Does it. And he lets the traffic go by him. And then here's a Calvin Turner. Away then. And comes up. And he's still on the line. He's got the pin. Touchdown. Away. Wow. And receiver. It's Turner. Across midfield. He's still going. Calvin Turner. Gone.
And once again, they were not my videos, so let me give credit where it's due. Of course, the Savannah Bananas doing the NIL jersey sale for their players. Saskatchewan Roughriders and the Canadian football team for Anthony Lanier. And, of course, the University of Hawaii, the Fighting Rainbows, with Calvin Turner Jr. from the good old SAV from New Hampstead High School of Phoenix, making a name for himself. Doak Walker watch list, best running backs in the United States. So pretty special, I think. So once again, it's been a great show. Every Saturday morning, the coach Karl DeMasi with the Karl DeMasi Sports Report is live. Well, unless I do a best of, because there's some kind of family thing going on. Okay. Every Saturday morning, 9 o'clock until when? 10:30, 11. We'll be talking all local sports all the time. Remember, it's at Coach's Corner, all food, all fun since 1991. You got gazillion TVs to watch sports. Go to the Soundgarden every Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. You got some band playing out there. John Henderson does a great job. And don't forget, like I said, I've been a broken record all morning. It's Breakfast at Coach's with the coach on Saturday mornings. I can't wait. I got another minute to eat this. A little cold, but I'm going to eat it. Okay. Over easy eggs with home fries, a little country ham for my man, Chad Griffin. Last week I had the shrimps, and 2 weekends ago, I had the shrimp and grits. It was great. So, like I say, tune in, go to the Karl DeMasi Sports Report Facebook page, Karl DeMasi Sports Report YouTube channel, also Twitter at KD Sports Report, and something special near and dear to my heart to give these kids a little more publicity. Yes, Savannah Morning News does a great job. WJCL, WSAV, WTOC, they all do great jobs. I'm just adding a little more to it. I am not better than them. I do not give you the breaking stories, but check it out. And what I'm talking about is the prepsportsreport.com. Check it out. Follow me on the YouTube channel, Karl DeMasi Sports Report. I just love doing sports. And like I say every week, today, tomorrow, Monday, whatever you're doing, hit it out of the park. Until I talk to you again next Saturday morning with Breakfast at Coach's with the coach, Karl DeMasi. May it be your best week ever. And as I coined a long time ago, you just got to love it. Breakfast, sports, Coach's Corner. You got to love it. God bless. Be safe. Get vaccinated. COVID-19, we don't need to go through that again. Peace out, people.